Just so you know, folks, we're professionals here. Don't try this at home.
Well, hello.
With me eating that
You
pizza,
muted,
in the opening when I'm eating that pizza, that was January of 2020. It was pre-COVID. We were down there for the run, and I couldn't taste anything at that point.
So you already had
taste
to
that
give
pizza.
everybody else.
Am I lagging?
No, doesn't look like it.
All right. You guys are like stopping on me, and I don't know.
Then it's probably on your end because nobody's stopping on my end.
Right.
Welcome in, people. To Dave's not going to be here, which he told us last week, and Shep's not going to be here too long. So we're going to carry on with some stuffs, and then we're going to do birthdays later. Chris doesn't know I'm going to have him do them though. So, and then we'll get into some stuff. But welcome in, everybody. We have Jan S. Disney. Jan, hope you're feeling well. Teresa Squara, Happy's Haunt, Stacy Rogers, Amanda Prouse, Mandy V, Debbie Thunert, Karen Cook, Happy Labor Divine, Joey O. Hello, sir. How are you? Pool Girl 07, Cheryl Long, Birdwell 2427, AAA Sparkles. If I missed anybody, blame Shep.
It's my fault.
I was trying to write everybody down while he was talking to me earlier. So
it's my fault. I'll take the blame. I'll take the blame.
So Shep, how you been? We haven't seen you. Troy Detloff, welcome in.
All right. Crazy busy these past few weeks with basketball wrapping up, but not wrapping up. My name's starting AAU again. And yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I've worked since yesterday at 6:00. I've worked over 30 hours. I've slept for 5.
So wait, say it again. Oh, you mean 6 a.m?
Yeah, yesterday at 6 a.m.
Okay, it's only been about 30 hours. So
yeah, I've worked 30 hours. So I haven't been home much. So I haven't even seen Jenny really in the last.
And he came to see us instead of her.
Yeah, I know. But no, it's been busy. Abe's doing good in basketball. They did lose. I think last time we chatted, they made it to the playoffs. They're in the Final Four, and they lost and got 4th. But they first time making playoffs, so it was good. It was good. And then we had our anniversary on Sunday.
Yeah, you had that last week too, or 3 days ago.
Yeah, that was Sunday. That was 18 years. 18 years.
Oh, man, that's not one you want to forget.
No. 2 years away from 20. That's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So, but yeah, I've been Been busy. Too busy. Not enough time in the day to not enough time in the day, really, to get everything that I need to get done. So, well, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Chris, how was yours? How was your day?
It was a Monday on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun.
That's my day. So you had a blast, is what you're saying.
It was wonderful. Wonderful.
It was a good day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'll be working another 18 hours tomorrow. So
is that even allowed legally?
Yeah, it is actually. Yep. Well, yeah, I mean, everywhere's different, but I am allowed to work 18 hours a day, every other day.
Every other day?
Mm-hmm. I can do 16, 18, 16, 18, up to total of, I think, 92 hours in a week. And I'm almost there.
They haven't kicked you out until you go home yet?
It's getting there. Mm-hmm. It's getting there. But I'm telling you, these kids are getting more expensive every day.
Well, yeah, the older they get, the more they eat.
Oh, I don't even know how. I don't even know how.
Just wait till they get to be teenagers.
I don't even want to. I'm like, stop where you were at, because I'll be working like 18 jobs. Literally.
Just wait till your next 3.
No, God, no. Nope, that ain't happening. I took care of the problem.
Good for you. Me too. I got divorced.
You didn't take care of the problem. I'm not stupid. Because you would have whined and complained about it the whole time.
Probably. You're probably right. You're probably right. But yeah, I mean, it's wild, man. Yeah.
Today we were going to talk about a little bit, because it was technically yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit about St. Patrick's Day. And then I have some facts about leprechauns for Shep to speak on.
A leprechaun.
I mean, they originated from Chris's heritage, but
I'm Scottish. I'm just not really
Shep
Irish.
buys them now and puts them to work. That sounded terrible. He doesn't buy them. He employs them. That's what I'm trying to say.
I entice them to work for me.
SG88 keeps welcome in. Troy, my mom's well. She's out of she went home yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Monday. She's feeling groggy, and then she called me yesterday, last night. She's starting to feel better, and today I talked to her. She's doing much better. Still a little tired, but getting back to normal. So
good.
Doing well.
Good.
So St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's.
So March 17th.
Yep.
It commemorates the death of St. Patrick.
Oh.
The crazy part is St. Patrick was not even Irish.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Ireland doesn't even like I don't think they even celebrate it, do they?
I mean, they celebrate his heritage, but I don't know if they celebrate St. Patrick's Day the way we celebrate St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it's not like as crazy as like we do it here in America.
Yeah. So originally, so he was a Roman British missionary who became the patron saint of Ireland because he's the one that established Christianity there.
Yeah.
So it started off as a quiet religious feast day, and it's evolved into what we have actually influenced it's Irish Americans actually that have influenced what St. Patrick's Day is today, because those immigrants from Ireland that emerged over to here, are the ones that have heavily influenced the culture shock for parades and drinking green beer. So
you're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Yummy. I did not partaketh in any St. Patty's Day stuff because I was working. So,
Do you know? Do you know what the original color of St. Patrick's Day was?
purple.
Green.
Blue.
Really?
It was blue and original, or later changed to green, which I'm glad it's green because it kind of goes with the whole leprechaun theme. First,
So did leprechauns wear blue suits?
I don't think they really existed, Shep.
Or did they change the color to green because they invented Irish Spring soap, and that is the color green? And they said, you know what, we need to convert all Irish stuff green, including St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, first parade.
I
was
like
held in
Irish Spring soap, by the way.
The first St. Patrick's Day parade was held in New York City in
I do.
1762.
It smells pretty good, right?
What?
It lathers up pretty good.
Yeah, it is like a lather bomb.
Oh.
You know what I mean? If you get one of those foofas
Uh-huh.
and you
The
lather
what?
it,
Those
fufa.
what?
The foofah.
The poofas?
No, fufa.
Poofas.
The foofa.
Yeah, the fufa.
It's an L, a loofah.
It's a fufa.
No, it's a loofah.
Oh, whatever. When you lather that thing up, man, that just goes all over the place. You know
It
what I mean?
shall be henceforth known as the fufa.
It is the fufa. And I can tell you, it just you can get that right up in everything. You know, the fufa just gets right up in there.
Okay.
So, I'm a big fan of the fufa
So,
and Irish
Yeah.
Spring's lathering ability.
how tall, Shep, are leprechauns?
Well, depends.
Okay.
Because there's Northern Irish or Northern Ireland leprechauns and Southern Ireland leprechauns, and there's actually a significant height difference between the two. So, the Northern leprechaun is 2'8". The Southern is 2'10".
So 2'8" to 2'10".
The correct answer though is how tall is Nicole Happy's haunt? That's how tall
So they are typically 1 to 2 feet tall. That's it.
Yeah, what did I say?
These are 2'10".
Yeah, I mean, in like the majority of the time, you know, and again, there's a lot of factors, right? You know, what's their diet, because that helps them grow a little bit more. It's just there's a lot of things there that you know that factor into the equation of the height.
So we're going to give the facts of what the world says, and then Shep's telling us exactly what actually really happened. So,
Yeah.
What color did the original leprechauns wear?
What color?
Yeah.
Well, you said a blue, right?
No, I just said St. Patrick's Day colors were blue. I didn't say what color they were.
Yellow.
What color did the leprechauns wear?
Yellow for gold.
Oh, well, unfortunately, this says it was red hats and jackets. But tell us about the yellow.
Well, it was yellow because they love gold. And what happens is they wanted to, in order to really be effective at stealing the gold, you have to blend in with the gold. Because if if someone walked around, they just see like this big red blob near the gold, they're going to clearly identify that it's a leprechaun. However, if, in fact, you wear gold and they kneel next to the gold, people would never know that he's trying to steal the gold. And then when they turn their back, gone.
Interesting.
Yep. So even now as being green, most of the time when they actually go to steal gold, they put their gold uniform back on.
Mark F., Mike Wheeler, Deborah Refraid, and Nathan. What's up, buddy? Welcome in, everybody. Okay. So what was their original trade?
Like for work. Well,
Yeah, work. Yeah, trade.
it depends. It's again, Northern, Southern Ireland. So the Northern would make firearms. Just
They
the way
make
it is.
what?
They make guns.
Oh, firearms.
Wow. Okay.
They're gunsmiths. They're little bitty gunsmiths. For the
Was not
northern,
expecting that answer.
for
Really?
the northern Irish. The
Really?
southern made boats.
Oh, we have northern leprechauns because we have Northern Ireland. In southern, I get where you're going with this now. So guns and boats.
Guns and boats. Boats and
I was trying to figure a way to get
guns.
it in there. I couldn't get it. So, okay. So they actually were cobblers, and they used to. They were usually identified by the little bitty hammers, that they're little tiny hammers making shoes.
No, see that's where you're wrong, because gnomes make shoes. Yeah, gnomes are shoe people. Not leprechauns.
So, Shep, what did leprechauns have in common with Aladdin?
Oh, that's a great question. What do they have in common with Aladdin? Well, they both fly on rugs, magic carpets.
Leprechauns fly around on magic carpets?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they ventured to the Middle East one time, and then all of a sudden they all came back with flying magic carpets. So that's just
Totally missed that in my class.
yeah, that's just the way it is.
It's weird. Legend says that they like if you find one, they're able to catch it, he'll grant you 3 wishes like the genie would.
Oh no, that's not true either.
It's not?
No, because you can't catch genies. I mean, you can't catch leprechauns.
No.
Yeah, you can't catch them.
I thought you could lure them in by a trap. How do you how do you get them to come to you?
Oh, I pay them.
So you can track them with money and gold. You can
Exactly.
get them to come in.
Yep. But the whole granting wishes thing is it's a no-go. This is not true. It's just not.
Thomas, aka Gorgeous T, welcome in. So, Sparkly Pink Diamonds, hello.
I mean, I don't know where you're getting your information from, because
I don't know either.
If you're using Chat GTP, then
I don't use that. Chris, do you want to weigh in on
Chat
anything
GTP
so far?
stupid.
No, I'm learning lots so far.
You're learning about your heritage?
I am.
Okay.
This is groundbreaking information for me.
Yeah, the Western Irish leprechauns actually. Yeah, there's Western ones too.
There's West Ireland?
Yeah, so the Western ones, all right, they actually took apart a carpet and can now and have been able to recreate magic carpets, and now are making their own. So they don't even have to go to the Middle East for them anymore. Yeah. Yeah, so they're making their own.
Okay.
It's pretty wild. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen the facility in Ireland. And it's
what do leprechauns do with their gold?
They bury it. Like a dog in a bone. They bury it. Sometimes they forget where they bury it. And sometimes people get lucky and they're using the little beep 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 things. And they stumble upon like a huge leprechaun treasure, and they take it. But what happens is that one smart thing about the leprechauns is they put trackers on it, right? The problem is that once they bury it, the tracker becomes deactivated. So once someone goes over with a beep, 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 beep thing, and they extract it from the ground, it reactivates the homing beacon. And that, then the leprechaun will come in and just steal it back from you. So you actually, so no human has ever been able to successfully keep the golds that they found, but it is possible and plausible that humans do find leprechaun gold that's buried by leprechauns who forget where they forget where they bury it. But like I said,
well, because it says here that they
it's like air activated. You know what I mean?
It says here that they use their gold to distract their captors, but you said they couldn't. They'd never been. You can't capture them.
Oh, you can't No. You can't. You can't capture them. It's just.
So you're.
I mean, look at all. Everyone has tried. My kids try. Everyone's tried, and you just can't do. You just can't do it. They're too smart. Leprechauns. They're brilliant. They're like a bunch of me's all together. I mean, they're like 20 me's.
So
Wicked smart.
What species are they? Like, are they mammals? Are they amphibians? What are they?
Oh no,
Well,
no. Go ahead.
Their Latin name is Leprechaunus minimus.
Yeah. So they're like if you really want to backtrack, right? They're
Please do.
descendants. They're descendants of like the Roman Empire. You know what I mean?
I was not aware of that.
He's not wrong on that one. I can't. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like 300, right? Those guys, the 300.
Saint Patrick was of Roman descent, but go ahead.
But they're basically like they're reincarnate more or less of like the 300 guys. Whatever.
Oh, when they died, they just come back smaller?
Yeah. That's why they're like super jacked.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why they're feisty.
Listen, not that I do this often, but I do occasionally, when one of them takes her shirt off, I'm like, wow, you're pretty jacked, dude. Like, what are you on, like, testosterone, or like what do you lift? Like, what? And they're like, it's genetics, man. And I'm like, from where? He's like, you ever see the movie 300? And I'm like, yeah.
Why are 2-foot leprechauns taking their clothes off at your house?
Oh, when they get sweaty working. I mean, they work for me.
What do they do for you?
Little this, little that.
I'm going to need specifics.
Well, it's secret. It's Shep Industries. We can't tell you all the secrets.
Do you have them milk the gnomes?
I'm afraid of that question.
No, they don't milk the gnomes. No, that is that's strictly something that I like to do.
So you like to milk the gnomes?
Yeah, it's more my speed. The leprechauns, they do some pretty high-tech, sophisticated stuff that I really can't get into here. Maybe one day coming soon, I'll
So how do the gnomes and the leprechauns interact with each other?
Oh, they hate each other. Yeah. They don't
How
get
do you
along.
keep it civil?
Well, usually I just let them fight. So they just duke it out.
How do they get work done?
I mean, they don't get a lot done, but I mean, we're at Shep Industries.
How does Shep Industries make money?
Well, good things take a while. So we are government funded. So and we know the waste that they put there. So, that's how I'm funded. So I get billions and billions of dollars, and they don't ask questions. They just give me the money, and then I let the gnomes and the leprechauns do their thing, and they're really good at it, though. They are really good at it.
So, going back to my original question
I did take the spears away from the leprechauns, though.
Probably good
because for a while there, they were stabbing the gnomes. Luckily, the gnomes
they get stabby.
Yeah, they get a little too aggressive, but thankfully the gnomes, they basically, when you stab them, there's so much milk inside that like it just absorbs, and then it never really punctures.
But then does the gnome spring a leak and it just like a little?
It has happened. We have had a leak problem once. Two got punctured at the same time, and let me tell you, when they leak, $1 million worth of damage in our shop.
Wow.
Justin Sanudo, welcome.
And I could tell you, I had to take an insurance claim out to do the repairs. And
how would you claim that on taxes?
What? Oh, it's insurance.
Gnome puncturing.
Well, it's relatable because sometimes, and again, I'm not diving into the constructs of Shep Industries and what we actually do there. So it may not have been an aggressive manner. It may have been testing some certain secret weapons that we have, or not weapons, but gadgets and gizmos and maybe weapons. But they might have it was just an accident.
Justin says it's a business expense.
It's insurance.
Interesting. So going back to my original question that started this whole thing,
Yeah.
according to this, the species that leprechauns are, they're fairies.
No.
No?
No, completely not even close. Like Tooth Fairy, I don't know, Easter Bunny Fairy. I don't even, whatever you want to call the fairies of the fairiness. No, leprechauns are not fairies. You know,
We'll have to get into the Easter
like
Bunny Fairy in a couple weeks.
like Tink. You know, Tinkerbell. No, not even close. You know, the only connection with fairies are that leprechauns like to date the fairies.
Yeah.
You know, so if you lose a tooth, and you put it on your bed sheet, just be careful, because when the tooth fairy comes and there's any leprechauns around, it's going to be a lot more fairies kicking around.
So there'd be a little bit of fairy violation. Is that what you're saying?
Well, so fairies can't have leprechauns as babies. They only have fairies. So when you have a leprechaun and a fairy, it always ends up being a fairy. So
Is it a good fairy?
So there's no lepra Aries.
Leparies. It can be, you know, most of them are pretty good. You know, I mean, you may have a bad apple here and there, but I mean, they weed themselves out.
So what do they like to eat? What do the leprechauns like to eat?
Uh,
I totally took that question in the wrong way.
What?
I thought you were asking what do they like to eat as far as what, are they like chicken when you eat them?
Oh.
Yeah, we don't cook them. We don't kill them and cook them. That's just
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the clarification.
That's against all ethical you know, means of this world. However, to answer that question, what don't they eat? They absolutely love hot dogs with sour cream with sprinkles like Jimmy's chocolate Jimmy sprinkles on top. That's their favorite. It's because it's a dinner dessert, right? So they do it all in one shot.
Both in one.
So Justin asked, what do fairies taste like?
So that's to backtrack a little bit. All right. So you asked if they are good or bad. Well, the bad ones, we do cook them. We do cook them up. If they're bad fairies, we throw them in a pot and we
so
make
what kinds are fairies?
We make fairy stew. So kind of look similar consistency of what you're eating there.
Peanut butter?
Fairy stew.
Okay.
Yep.
My peanut butter tastes a little different now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it has a very similar. It's kind of like it's like if you took peanut butter, peppermint, and like cream cheese, maybe, and mix that all together. That's what a fairy tastes. They're actually pretty delicious. Yeah. Okay. We have fairy a couple times a week.
Do you?
Yeah.
It says that they like to eat corned beef and cabbage.
No, that's
how people capture them, by setting traps with corned beef and cabbage.
Again, you must be talking to the wrong people. All right.
Oh.
That's how you catch humans on St. Patty's Day. That's how you trap them. You put, hey, we got corned beef and cabbage over here. And humans are like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go over there and eat it. And then whack, you can capture them.
Okay.
Can't tell you what we do with humans if they're bad.
Okay, so
yeah, no, they don't eat corned beef and cabbage. I mean, they'll eat it, but it's not. They're not a big cabbage person, to be honest. One of them dated a Cabbage Patch Kid once, and that has kind of stuck within their little community that, you know, they're not good. They don't like cabbage.
I'm going to regret asking this question.
Oh, never have regrets.
It's going to be. Because according to this, there's a very interesting story. Where do leprechauns come from?
I mean, it's a little graphic.
We ain't got
But,
nowhere to be.
I mean, if everyone's okay with it, I mean, we're doing it. All right. Well, so the only time you have actual leprechauns, right? I told you already, leprechauns can, they end up dating fairies, and then things happen, birds and the bees, and fairies end up having fairies. Doesn't matter if the fairy is with a leprechaun or a fairy is with a dog. They have fairies. I don't know. It's kind of weird. In order to make a leprechaun,
You said a dog.
I heard dog in there, and I'm not gonna interrupt. Go ahead.
sometimes fairies have fun with dogs. I don't know. It gets weird. But in order for a leprechaun to birth another leprechaun, one leprechaun has to eat the other leprechaun whole, like full. Like you can't like chop it up with a knife and like cut it in a little piece. Like you got to eat the whole thing, like a snake, right? Like picture a snake.
Jeanette, welcome.
So then what happens? All right, because it does take time. It takes about a year and a half. All right, for the leprechaun body to completely process the other leprechaun that they just ate and devoured. And what happens is the cells inside, right? They start forming little balls, and take what you will. I'm just like I said, it's a little graphic. And after about a year and a half or so, all right, one leprechaun. It's again, I don't want to bring up dogs, but it's similar to dogs and cats. Like one leprechaun has like a litter of leprechauns.
From all the balls on the cells?
All the balls, all the cells that form balls. And what happens is when the leprechaun births, all right, it's probably, I mean, average is about 4 to 8, all right, in a litter. But when they birth, right, the birthing mother leprechaun,
yep,
just explodes.
She's gone. She's
gone.
Like one
gone.
birth and that's it.
Gone. All gone. And all of a sudden, like it's kind of like a spider, right? Like picture spider in a big ball, like the web balls, and like or if like, like a spider, how like there's hundreds of spiders in like a big belly of a spider, and you squish a spider, and they just right. It's like that. Okay, just picture that in your head. So then the children leprechaun feed on the mother leprechaun. So similar to how a human child basically feeds off their parents for the entirety of their life, the leprechaun.
That sounded a little bitter and directed.
Leprechauns do it all right then and there, and that helps them build their strength.
Jeff Condon, welcome. Sorry.
So, that's what we got. It is a very gruesome. One leprechaun eats another one. Bunch of them come out, blows up the mother. It's wild. They never meet their dad because the dad got eaten, and then the mother blows up, and they never meet the mom. So like they have no idea who their parents are because they just one ate the other one, and then the other one blew up. So it's kind of a sad thing, but I mean, at the end of the day, like,
good night, Justin.
That's just the way it is, man.
I will.
I hope you dream of leprechauns getting blown up and birthed.
I'll get you my taxes soon, man. I know I'm behind.
Yeah.
So according to this,
You're
Shep,
getting close.
You can tell me where we're wrong here. So according to folklore, leprechauns are born out of sea foam. So the sea foam pours off the coast of Ireland, since it's got a lot of water around it.
Mm-hmm.
And if the sea foam makes it to land without dissolving, then it transforms into little leprechaun children.
The sea foam.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just ridiculous.
Is it? But
I mean, that's
what
just.
you just said.
I mean,
The exploding mom and devoured father. That makes a lot more sense.
I mean, the sea foam. Come on, they can't produce leprechauns. That's just tiddlywink. You know what I mean? However, I do want to touch on that because there is a little bit about sea foam and leprechauns. There is a connection that, whoever put that out there, they're just wrong. I mean, they don't. Seafoam doesn't build things, right? Like little leprechauns. It's just stupid. But there is a connection, and I think this is probably where they got it wrong. Is at a very young age, basically after they devour their mother and eat all the remains of the exploded body. Whew, it's graphic. I've seen it happen. They go to the ocean, right? And they lather. They lather in the sea foam. They lather, and they use flufas, plufas. Okay?
Plufalufas?
Plufa-lufa.
Plufalufas.
I forget what I even called it the first time.
Like
But
Plufas.
anyway, they don't actually use those, but they use the sea foam to bathe. Okay, they bathe with it. They soak in lather. Do you see where I'm going here? That is how Irish Springs was invented, because the sea foam is actually the same material that they use in Irish Springs. That's how you get the lather.
Wow.
So you could be rubbing future leprechaun babies all over your body.
Oh, 100%. No, you definitely are. Because I mean, that's one of the other, processes of becoming Irish Springs is that they go lather, and then the lather that they use gets collected, and then it goes off to, Irish Springs is owned and operated by leprechauns. You know that?
Did not know that.
Should be in your little list that you're giving me here.
Oh, I mean,
But,
maybe not got there yet. We're getting there, but I have not gotten there yet. But I do want to talk about their gender and marital status, because according to what I have, okay,
yeah,
in traditional Irish folklore, leprechauns are exclusively male. There's no females in recorded history, including Thomas Croker in 1825 wrote a book called Fairy Legends and Traditions of the South of Ireland.
Yep.
But he repeatedly refers to them as solitary old men with no mention of any female counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
Scholars have been puzzled because, again, only going by what the information I have here.
Yeah, sounds like they're all idiots.
They are apparently Irish fairies that belong to the AOC group. Just saying. I know you set us straight, and they're not fairies, but they're known to reproduce or exist in family groups with a lot of females in them. One explanation is that from Gaelic oral storytelling that leprechauns are not biological beings at all, but simply spirits in mythology, little trickster spirits, like a wisp.
No. Stupid.
Okay, but then it says their permanent bachelor status reinforces the role within the lore that they're meant to represent not family or community, but isolation, obsession, and the dangers of greed.
Mm-hmm.
So are there no female leprechauns?
So that is, well, so these
Hi, guy, what's up?
Scholars, right?
Air quote scholars.
Sounds like they're not scholars of much of anything, really. But the reality is, you guys know you guys know worms, right?
Worms?
Yeah.
I think so.
Worms are both male and female, right? Worms run into each other, not all the time. And so when they run into another worm, they have to be able to make sure that they can produce, right? So they are both male and female. And so though leprechauns have more of like a male-ish look to them, they're actually both.
So what you're saying, just to make sure I understand this clear,
Mm-hmm.
that all leprechauns are hermaphrodites.
No, they're just both.
Do you know what a hermaphrodite is?
I do, but they don't use those organs. They eat each other.
No. A hermaphrodite is one that has both.
I understand, But leprechauns don't have those parts.
So how can they both be male and female if they don't have parts?
Because one just decides to eat the other. And then that one was the
parts eat each other?
No, the leprechaun eats the other leprechaun. And we just went through the whole birthing thing.
You just said the leprechauns are both parts. They're both male and female.
I didn't say they had both parts. I just said they're both male and female.
So if a leprechaun is both male and female, it has both parts.
No, they don't have parts. They don't have those parts.
Oh,
Leprechauns don't have those parts.
They're like the spider from Game of Thrones.
Sure.
Vex, whatever his name is.
Yes.
Oh, now it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, they don't have those parts. And so whoever eats the other one first is basically the male, and the one that got eaten first is the male, and then the one that explodes is the female. And it just you could have just two leprechauns just strolling on the beach, lathering up with some foam, and then and gone. One's left standing, but double the size because now it's got just ate another leprechaun whole. Oh. So 2 becomes 1. You know what I mean? Follow now?
I don't, but we're gonna go with yes. So we can move on because I have a couple more questions for you. Number one, apparently leprechauns are known as enchanting musicians.
Well,
they
yeah,
mesmerize their listeners.
Yeah, no, they are. I'm gonna 100% agree with that one. Like they are very good.
Thomas says, "Shep, I'm starting to think you're making this up." Carry on.
No way. No, dude. If it's one thing they're good at musically, that like is above all else, the jazz flute. Unbelievable.
The jazz flute. The pan flute.
Like
pan flute.
No, the jazz flute.
The jazz flute.
The jazz flute.
Okay. I think so, right?
Unbelievable. Like stupendous.
Do you happen to have like a sampling of their music or?
Let me see. I don't. I thought I thought I had something right here, but I don't.
I thought you had it too. I was so hoping you had it there. So, it was a swing and a miss. I gambled. Okay.
Well, I could look a little harder, but
well, we got something else. So it says leprechauns are also known for their unmistakable laughs. And since you've been around leprechauns a lot, what does their laugh sound like? Oh,
it's fantastic. It's it's like
surprisingly, that sounds close to what I would have expected.
I'm not making it up. That's what they sound like. I mean, what'd you think? They're like, no, they're a little tiny. They don't have deep voices. They're not like, they're not villains.
So they also are said to be able to mimic human voices with perfect pitch.
No. That one I gotta disagree
so how
with.
We know that you're not a leprechaun right now.
That's a great point. That's a great insight into the reality is I could be a leprechaun. That's all I got. I mean,
that's it.
So leprechauns,
I feel pretty full right now, to be honest with you.
Oh my! Outside of your recollection and vast knowledge of leprechauns and their existence, there has been no scientific proof that leprechauns actually do exist. But in 1989, a businessman in Carlingford, which I believe is in Ireland, claims that he found the remains of a leprechaun on the slopes of one of the mountains. He said, according to what he remembered, he heard a high-pitched scream near a wishing well and found scorched ground and tiny little bones and a miniature suit and several gold coins nearby. The skeleton reportedly crumbled to dust shortly after being uncovered. The clothing and coins were preserved and later displayed to the public. That's about the extent of the evidence. And the story quickly gained attention. blurring the lines between Irish folklore, local legend, and tourism. And what do you have to say about that?
Philip, God rest his soul. It's true.
Philip.
It
So it was true.
It was true. Philip the Leprechaun. He was super nice guy. I mean, I'm sad. You know, it's unfortunate accident, but you know, we have a wall at the office for all leprechauns that have passed.
Mark Langenkamp, welcome.
And he's not the only one.
So where?
Yeah.
Are there any special areas where do leprechauns reside now? Outside of the Shep Industries factory, are there leprechauns anywhere else?
Oh yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Okay, because
pretty much every continent.
Following that 1989 discovery,
I'm surprised you don't see them. They tend to live under bridges.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Usually the trolls scare them off.
Well, they're trolls and they're best friends.
Are they?
Yeah, they're very close. So
following that 1989 discovery of the little bitty tiny bones in the clothes and everything, in 2009, that same mountain area was designated as a legit symbolic leprechaun sanctuary, receiving special recognition from the European directive. Mm-hmm. Supporters claim that there are as few as 236 leprechauns that still reside within the mountain's caves, making it both a burial ground and a protected habitat. It is an official protected habitat that says European Habitats Directive, plants, wild animals, and leprechauns, and in parentheses says little people, are protected in this area. Please tread lightly. Hunters and fortune seekers will be prosecuted. It's the actual sign.
Yeah. So they don't live there. All right. So that it's like a vacation spot. So like we go to the beaches. Inside some of those mountains have like deep pools, and they're, you know, with all the gold they collect, it's very bright and shiny in there, and they can have a nice peaceful vacation inside those, you know, caverns inside the mountains, you know, and they frequent quite often. You know, it's kind of like our Disney World, right? We love going to Disney. Well, they love going to this mountain in Ireland because it's like there's a full theme park inside the mountain. Yep. And you know, they it's similar to Disney, but not quite, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome that they you know, designated that spot as a sanctuary, because now they can vacation in peace.
So we're wrapping up here, but there's also happened to be a leprechaun colony reported that exists in Portland, Oregon. They do things different out there. It's at Mills End Park, and supposedly back in 1948, prior to the 1989 discovery in Europe, there was a journalist named Dick Fagan who noticed a small hole in concrete originally intended for a light pole. Claiming that a leprechaun dug it. He transformed the spot into a whimsical garden, complete with flowers and a sign. And that sign, the park, is a little sign in the middle of a road with a curb around it about this big that says it's a leprechaun sanctuary.
So that's kind of funny. That's a short story, but so they don't actually live there either. The leprechauns that were spotted in that area were actually looking for One-Eyed Willie's treasure. You know, One-Eyed Willie, prior to the Goonies.
Oh.
So they were literally up there.
Different one, Steve.
I didn't know where he was going with it, so.
No, they were literally up there looking for One-Eyed Willie's treasure prior to the Goonies. And they, you know, they were spotted in a few places, but no, they don't live there. That was literally just one adventure they had. They couldn't find it. And then who would have thought that the Goonies found it later on? But no, so that was just a one-time thing that they were over there. So yeah, they don't. They actually hate Oregon.
Last question for you, then we'll let you go because I already kept you way longer than I thought I was. What is the relationship between leprechauns and four-leaf clovers?
Oof. So that's a tricky one because that in itself dates way back. I mean, we're talking 59 BC, way back. Yeah, it's that they're that deep into so anyway, back then, okay, the leprechauns were strolling through the woods. All right. And a dinosaur, because dinosaurs were around back then too. You just didn't know about it.
Yeah.
So a dinosaur started chasing this little pack of leprechauns. All right. And they're running. And they're like, oh, look over there. There's some big things over there. And they go running over. And they look down and they're like, oh, what is this? And they pick it up. And it's a clover. But it's not a clover with 3 leaves. It's a 4-leaf clover. And so what they did was they picked it out of the ground. And they all hugged each other. And as the T-Rex opened his mouth.
Leprechaunosaurus.
It was the Leprechaunosaurus. And it had his mouth about to devour the leprechauns. But they all hugged each other. And they whispered, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover, 4-leaf clover. And as the mouth of the dinosaur surrounded the leprechauns started to sparkle. Started to become almost translucent, like they were going to be getting transported to another place. And the claws or the teeth of the T-Rex, they all died. They all got eaten. But that's the story behind the 4-leaf clovers. They found it while they were being chased. One survived to tell the story. The other ones they all died. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Shep, thanks for your time. I know we kept you longer than we wanted to.
Thank you. I'm going to bed. I am smoked.
I was completely misled about the history of leprechauns. Is there anything else you'd like to add at all? Anything at all about leprechauns, their appearance, what they do, how they do? What do you want to tell people about leprechauns? This is your time. To fix any misnomers about
misnomers. Hold on, Felipe. It's Philip's son. Felipe. You want to come say hi?
You took Felipe after Philip perished?
Yeah, named Felipe. Yeah. Felipe, come on. Want to say hi? He doesn't want to come. No. Well, I tried. Well, good night, everyone. I gotta crash. We will see you right here next week.
For how it was made.
Very informative. Thank you, Shep.
Beer.
I hope you guys all have a better understanding of, leprechauns. Fare thee well.
I have a different understanding of leprechauns. I don't know if it's better.
Yeah. They don't have wee-wees.
And just like that, he's gone. I'm sorry. I intended on getting much deeper into different things tonight. However, Dave wasn't here, and Shep derailed it. But Chris, we do have birthdays for 2 weeks to go. Are you okay to do birthdays, or do I need to push it one more week?
I might confine it within me.
You might what?
I might confine it within me.
Oh, you okay? Okay, so let me go over the birthdays then, because we got to go back to last week. So last week, on the 8th, starting on the 8th, was Leanne Sherbick's birthday. So happy birthday to Leanne Sherbick. On Monday the 9th was Happy's Haunt Nicole's birthday. I think it's appropriate that on Leprechaun night she's getting her birthday song.
Should we put it to a vote, Steve?
What?
Should we put it to the vote whether or not we wait for Shep to do it or me?
If you're not feeling up to it, we just wait one more week because he'll be here next week.
Okay.
You want to just wait one more week?
Let's just wait. Go ahead and read them off. But
I'll read off the birthdays that we have this week then, because there's a lot. So on what is today? On Sunday was Lisa from It's Joey's World's birthday. It was Lisa's birthday. Also on Sunday was AAA Sparkle's birthday. She was in here earlier. I don't know if she still is or not.
Abigail, Ambrosia.
Also on Sunday was Marilyn Gable's birthday from across the pond.
Yeah.
Yesterday. What?
I said nice.
Yesterday was WDW Max's birthday, and I actually got to see Max prior to my stream on Monday. He came by and said hi, talked to me for a little while, and then
Nice.
him and his family were going to watch Phantasmic, and it was Max's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to Max! Today is Annette's husband Craig's birthday.
Nice. Happy
Craig's birthday. Tomorrow is John from Touring the Galaxy. His birthday is tomorrow. On Friday is Ed Viapre's birthday.
Ed.
Project. And then Sarah 4382, her mom's birthday was on the 17th and her dad's birthday is on the 20th. So she got both birthdays there close together. Saturday is Stacy from the Nerd Herders birthday, and also on Saturday is Happily Ever Divine's mom's birthday, Julie. It's Julie's birthday. So happy birthday to everybody this week.
Happy birthday, everybody.
And we'll get to that later. So Chris.
Yes.
What, you going live?
Yes.
What can you talk about?
I don't know. I just made a new intro, so.
You made a new intro. What about thumbnail? You got a thumbnail up already?
Thumbnail has been up.
Thumbnail's been up. All right. Miss Caruso, hope you're doing well. We're going to head over to Chris's here in a minute and a half.
Minute and a half.
But I do want to show you this real quick. So I finished the first of the coloring book pages. There it is.
Look at that.
Except there's a couple big white spots in there. I know that's not where they go. But I'm gonna
awesome.
pull out the there was no letter in those. They're still white, so you can still see there's no letter in them. So I'm going to pull the picture up and fill them in because I think they should be with something. But there you go. That's the first coloring page.
That looks great.
It does look pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There's some shading issues. Like if you look real close, like in the brown, I get close enough, you can see some shading issues I got to go back over. But overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. So
it looks like the actual scene. I like that.
It does. It does. But yeah. So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
So thank you to all for being here. We're going to head over to Dad Builds here in a few minutes. Next week we'll be back. Dave will be here. Shep will be here. Chris probably be here, right? We're starting a new series, how it's made, and we're going to talk about beer. I'm going to have a presentation ready. I don't know if we're going to get to it or not based on what happens tonight. But AAA Sparkle's still here. Happy birthday. Next week, we'll start the new series, and hopefully we have some fun with it. So everybody head over to Dad Builds. Somebody post a link before we leave. Head over to Dad Builds if you want to have some fun. He's going to hang out with some friends. Angela, hello. There's your snickerdoodle. Snick and snack for life. Everybody have a great night. Head over to Dad Builds. Love you guys. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.